Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Peril on Gorgon. However, we are not on Gorgon right now. We're on Byzantium, in the belly of the beast. But we did find Clarence Mosley, and apparently, in order to get his assistance, we have to steal the trophy that is there behind a lot of, I assume, bulletproof glass. So, let's go ahead and chat. Who do we need to chat with? I believe this lady, with Tilda Coatsworth, and see exactly what we have to do.
Oh, perfect. Another company buffoon stomping about in a full suit of armor, all over my finest marble. Shouldn't you be on guard duty?
Well, yeah. I'm your personal bodyguard, in fact.
I don't recall putting in a request for a personal honor guard. I imagine Musgrave put you up to this as a way of showing deference to me. Whatever happened to that fellow? In any case, I can't hire you. I have a moral and ethical objection to charity.
Well, I was actually here about the Canid review, to tell you the truth.
Unfortunately, you're too late. The review ended a few days ago. We've submitted our results to the Judiciary Committee and await arbitration. In 8 to 10 short weeks, we'll have the name of a winner. Probably. That gives us 8 to 10 weeks to file a maintenance request. Our technician barred the vault door and then disappeared without a trace. Can you believe that?
And what was your technician doing in the vault in the first place?
The Musgrave Vault contracted a security consultant from UDL. They sent a technician to install a few security upgrades, anti-dissident automechanicals and the like. That technician barred the vault, but neglected to leave us with a way in from here. He wasn't seen leaving the security room, so I can't imagine where he's gone off to. UDL personnel are so irresponsible. No offense.
None taken. But isn't there another way into the trophy room? What about the maintenance tunnels?
The tunnels are guarded by automechanical security. I don't look nearly boorish enough to resemble a UDL guard, so they'd probably shoot me on sight. Again, no offense. In any case, I'd rather not step foot in the tunnels. The tunnels are for disposing of unwanted refuse, and no place for a respectable Byzantine.
Well, I can find a way into the vault for you. And you won't have to dirty those pretty little hands of yours.
Your eagerness to serve your betters is commendable. Here's a key card. It should help you get around inside the tunnels. Now, was there anything else? I'd like to get back to mastering over the ceremonies, or people might question why I have this role at all.
I'll be on my way. Okay.
It's not canid hunting I object to, it's the impropriety.
So, I guess we head this way. Ah, yes. Elevator go down the hall. Elevator stop. Actually, give me one sec here, guys. Graphics. Let's go for 60 there. Okay, that's a little bit better. Does that look clearer to you guys? Okay. So I still want it to be a little bit dark, so let's go at 50. And then that'll be the good middle ground. Okay, weapon parts.
Easy.
Okay, we got a workbench here if we need it. We got the technician's key card here. We can go this direction. Now I assume the technician's key card is going to get us go through here without a fight, so... Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. Completed. Scheduled annual sanitation and repair. Musgrave Family Vault. Applied kindapine scented floor wax. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. See HHC Board Aesthetic and Interior Regulations. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. 4A. Note. Tampering with, altering, or otherwise disabling moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. 5. Delivered complimentary mint. I kind of just want to fight the automechanical.
Process begin.
Here they come.
Hello!
Nice one!
Nice one. Done. We are victorious.
Alrighty. So many things to loot. So little time. Well, actually, we do have time. Unlock with Technician's keycard. I guess that was a way to avoid the patrols if we needed to.
That's beyond cruel, even here.
Oh, wow. These dead canids show signs of domestication and extensive grooming. They were killing the pets. Why were they killing the pets? It makes no sense. Unless they were getting some sort of sick joy out of it. Owning a wild animal is a sign of dissidence. I could see that. No, I'm afraid I did not read the manual. I am unfamiliar with the bylaws. You know it's bad when even Ellie's just like, that sucks. Silver tongue kit. It belongs in a museum. Improved tech. What we got here? Augmented reinforcement. Oh, man. Why can't you open locks? You're good at hacking computers. But I brought you here. Elevator go up. Elevator stop. Oh, most dangerous game. Look at that. It is a rare. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to unlock that door so we can get back to it.
It's that theft is but a state of mind.
Yes, theft is a state of mind. And we got a skill and perk available. Neat. So 65, 65, 65. Let us go ahead and increase our persuasion and lying. Or we could... Wait a minute. What do we need to open this? Oh, 150. Okay, well, that's not happening. Not with this crew. We shall apply. And in terms of our perks, this is interesting because I didn't think we'd have room for another perk. Thick skin. Any subsequent attack made on the same target while in TD increase. Oh. Concentrated fire seems interesting. Tactical master. Super pack mule. I kind of like that concentrated fire. We just do more damage the more we just keep on firing off at the same thing. Either that or the super pack mule. Let's do concentrated fire. I like it. Unfortunately, I don't think any of our companions can get any more perks, so... Play it cool.
I'll be sure to raise a glass of Rizzo's Spectrum Violet to your time.
You'd only be letting them into Byzantium temporarily.
Clarence, Clarence, Clarence.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
I found dead canids in the service tunnels. You know anything about that, Clarence?
Dead canids in the service tunnels. Domesticated canids? Why, that's utterly revolting.
And you're telling me you had nothing to do with this?
My dear friend, I would not dream of hurting a canid. Every canid, regardless of their physical attributes, is a companion to their master. To kill a companion is a profound and unforgivable breach of trust. I'm glad I chose not to participate in this loathsome canid review. I will, however, take their trophy.
I think he is referencing the movie we did during the first playthrough, which is awesome. Well, today's your lucky day, Clarence. I got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
See you, Kath. Well, I kept my end of the bargain, Clarence, and I expect you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
So you use statistical analysis to figure out their location? Could you do me a favor and show me your math?
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
Luh. So I see you haven't been able to let go of Project Gorgon either.
Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated.
Well, I've heard that work fortifies the spirit. Isn't that right, Vicar?
I appreciate your sense of irony, Captain. Let us not embarrass Mr. Mosley by suggesting he feels responsible for the events on Gorgon.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't accuse me of altruism. We are, after all, in polite company. Think what you will of my intentions. My calculations are sound. You'll find Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe at the enclosed locations.
So these two researchers are the only ones left?
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only two surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
Alright. I got some questions about these researchers first.
I'll tell you what I can.
So what do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Are you sure it was sabotage?
Well, with Spacer's choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
And you asking me to trust your hunch?
I'm asking you to trust in the predictive power of data. Dr. Blakesley may have disappeared after that sabotage incident, but the trajectory of her life was implied in her permanent record.
See you, David. And what about this Jasper Law guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Anti-Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Wow. Must have been some fancy lab coats.
No, Captain. Lab coats, as in scientists.
Is your captain always this dense? How are you all still alive?
You don't get sarcasm.
I live for risk.
Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe in an orbital lab around Olympus.
Before I go, there was one other thing.
Certainly. What's on your mind?
So what can you tell me exactly about Project Gorgon?
Let's try to keep it down, shall we? At least pretend we're being discreet. There's not a lot about Project Gorgon I can tell you. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I closed that chapter in my life. I've moved on.
Look, I promise I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want information.
Look, don't tell anyone I said this. But if there's anything I've learned by living in Byzantium, it's this. If you go looking for the truth, you are looking for trouble. All right. Ask your questions. And then if you don't mind, don't mention Project Gorgon anywhere near me again.
Does the name Minnie Ambrose mean anything to you?
Minnie Ambrose? Oh, Olivia's brat. Ambitious, but like the rest of her family, irrelevant. She tried following her mother's example, failed, and if she ever tried again, I couldn't tell you. The name Ambrose doesn't mean anything to me anymore, or to anyone halfway respectable. The Ambroses are, how do I put this politely, obsolete.
Why? What exactly happened?
A family's name is only as strong as its enterprise. The Musgraves have Rizzos, and the Schuyler's have Anti-Cleo, And so we show those names the respect they deserve. The Ambrose name was associated with Project Gorgon. The project died, and so the Ambrose name died with it. That's just the way the game is played.
And why exactly did Project Gorgon need an actuary?
Project Gorgon was designed to change the life of every worker on Halcyon. We weren't just building a product, we were trying to build a society. How many workers call Halcyon their home? What do they eat and when? How long do they sleep? How hard do they work? What are their most productive years? When do their organs begin to fail? That's the nature of my work. I study human life in order to determine its value. Jewelers appraise diamonds, and I appraise people.
Creepy. You know you can't break someone's life down into an equation. People aren't numbers, Clarence.
Of course you can. You can break the entire universe down into numbers and statistics. Human beings are as much a part of the universe as weather patterns and orbital mechanics.
Forgive me, Mr. Mosley, if I seem awestruck. I've not heard so many profoundly incorrect statements uttered in a single breath since I myself spouted them.
A vicar with a sense of humor. There's a statistical outlier.
So you must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened?
It's complicated. I'll be honest, I didn't join Project Gorgon because I wanted to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I was courting the daughter of a Spacer's Choice family.
Ah.
We were a mathematically congruent match, you see. I had the proofs all written out and everything.
And what exactly went wrong, Clarence?
Everything. Every project has a margin of failure. We expect setbacks, complications, delays. Project Gorgon experienced a cascade failure. One mistake precipitated another, and another, and another.
Hey, Nova.
The labs failed to develop a safe drug. Human Inquiry failed to perform their tests responsibly. An unsafe drug tested on unhealthy subjects by irresponsible supervisors. That's Project Gorgon.
So the project fell apart and your test subjects became marauders.
Anarchy is not a crime. It is a symptom. The undisciplined workplace secretes anarchy the way our glands secrete enzymes. It's a principle of science. Sabotage came first. The chem lab, Human Inquiry, even my own office. Sabotage broke the discipline of our workplace, leading to confusion, leading to escaped subjects, leading to anarchy.
Well, your hands aren't exactly clean themselves, Clarence. You were part of Project Gorgon.
I know. Project Gorgon was a failure of leadership. Leadership to which I belonged. I should have pushed for stricter supervision. We gave the other departments too much freedom and not enough oversight. Spare the rod, spoil the servant.
Well, the staff are all dead and missing, and you're the only one wearing a tracker.
No one appreciates the value of good data. The holistic surveillance device I wear is an invaluable tool, gathering data on all my day-to-day activities. My former colleagues can go into hiding and live in ignorance for all I care. I prefer the self-examined life.
Hey, Blackbird. Alright, no more questions, Clarence. Thank you for your time. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be heading to Groundbreaker and an orbital station. However, before we do any of that, we need to come back here and get that rifle. For reasons.
I've got a lot on my mind right now. Our trophy's gone missing, but I can't file an investigation because what we're doing here is technically illegal.
So I found dead canids down in the tunnels. Care to explain yourself, Tilda?
Oh, don't look so cross. Those canids were put down mercifully. Not every canid is suited to the intense competition of our review. Some few canids display flaws that cannot be redeemed. A limp. Wall eye. Poor coloration.
So you kill him.
Mercifully. Anyway, listen. Nature is red in tooth and claw, and so are we. Competition is practically a law of the universe. I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
Could you give me a minute? I got the strangest urge to load my gun.
Go and attend to your business then. Arguing with you is a waste of time.
I know. Sorry, gentlemen, ladies, I'll go ahead and leave you on your way. She hit some buttons. Sorry about the mess. Well, we're going to get into a fight as soon as we exit out of here, so the guards will have respawned by now. Oh, nope, they're still dead. Cool. Well, let us go ahead and fast travel. And we'll come back with Felix and get that rifle, provided we can actually go back in. I'm hoping we can. But actually shooting her in the face may have locked it down. We'll have to see. Okay. So let's go ahead and trade in the Vicar with Felix. And we should be good. And you know, next time we're on Gorgon, we may go ahead and let what's-her-name out too. Nyoka. Feel bad not giving her a chance to shoot things. We just need to look at her stats and find something appropriate. You know what? I bet we could have fast traveled from the map. Oh well. Okay. Do. Here we go. Be nice if you all were still dead when we show back up. Otherwise, we're going to go all Boondock Saint style. There was a firefight! And they're all still dead. Wonderful. You love to see it. All right. I was seriously thinking that was going to be locked down, but aha! For once things are going according to the plan. We're doomed. We'll grab the rifle and then teleport right back out. And no one's going to want to talk to us since, well, we inflicted massive amounts of pain Gentlemen, since the incident. Oh, are you kidding me? 112? Oh, I gotta get another lockpicker. Man. That is unfortunate. All right, we'll head back to the ground, or we'll head back to the Unreliable. Yeah, I think I called it the Groundbreaker. I apologize. We'll get to the Unreliable. We'll find someone else who has the stats and come back. That's annoying. But it is what it is. X days since our last incident. I don't know if they would do that over there. I'm sure they'll get the robots to go ahead and clean up the mess we made. I still love our little ship. I still wish that it had like little gunnery levels when we traveled, kind of like KOTOR. That would really push it over the edge. In my opinion, at least. Okay. So I think it might be lie, sneak, and medical for Nyoka. Ah, okay. Parvati's got, there's the lockpick. That's what we need, is that right there. Felix has got lockpick of 84, so we gotta bring both of them. Okay, Ellie. And if this doesn't work, I quit. But it does explain when we were running with Felix and Parvati on Gorgon how we were able to get into all those safes without a problem. I think that this actually might be my favorite of the propaganda style posters, or the posters in general. I think that one would be really cool to check out. You could have that hanging, you could have that like hanging in your house, and it would be like a conversation piece. Sometimes I wonder with these loading screens whether it'd be faster just to run there. See if you could actually get to a fast travel point before you actually fast travel. Nothing gets done on Byzantium, including body disposal. These things happen. What is in here? I mean, it'd be a shame to let that go to waste. It's the janitor's day off. We just decided this was time for us to, you know, take a few days off. Just have this strange feeling that something bad's about to happen. And then no one else cleans it, and they have to clean it when they get back because no one could lower themselves to do even a slight little bit of body disposal. Or just hose some blood off the streets. You know? Little things. Might as well take that elevator down and get that other safe too while we're at it.
I wish I could do that.
Brings a whole new different meaning to the phrase firing a subordinate. Elevator go down the hall. I will not confirm nor deny whether I'm speaking from experience. Safe. Where was the safe? Right here.
Gosh.
I think there was one more over here, too. Viscera cleanup detail? Yeah. That game gave me a chuckle when I saw it for the first time.
That's hands, Cap.
Alright. Now we're good. Please tell me we can fast travel. You're not going to let me fast travel. Boo. You should be able to. Elevator go up. Alright, and since none of you have annoyed me, other than that person that we killed, we can go ahead and get on out of here. Those poor elves in Santa's workshop. Not even the younglings survived. I'm not going to lie, the concept of that prefabricated living would be kind of cool depending on the area that you were moving into. Like out in the middle of the mountains or something. Having a house that you can just kind of and set up is kind of an appealing prospect. Just like the people who have the miniature homes that they have behind them on the trailer. Or just RVs in general. You can't travel with hostels nearby? Where are the hostels? I see no hostels. I see lovely, law-abiding folk who don't want to get shot.
What was that?
Heads
Hi.
up!
Don't mess with us.
I mean, if we're gonna have to fight our way back, then we got to fight our way back. That's life. Hello, friends. Y'all don't worry. We're just heading back to our ship. Nothing to see here, folks.
Huh? Something's not right.
Manuals may be ordered from Spacer's Choice.
I will have you know, the only reason I'm doing this is because you wouldn't let me fast travel. You got no one to blame but yourselves. Okay. I keep on hitting the start. I apologize, guys. And we're still considered in combat, technically. Jedi business. Go back to your drinks.
Auntie Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe, none of the
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
You'll get in trouble.
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you.
Well, at least there's some refreshing honesty.
To see an Earth assault cruiser land here?
Don't be ridiculous. No way, one.
You ever seen a real
Well,
life Saltuna?
What do you mean live? Saltuna comes in cans?
Felix, Saltuna is a kind of fish. Lives in the ocean. You knew that, right?
You serious? You tell me there's a fish made entirely out of Saltuna?
Never mind. I'll tell you later.
Bless your heart. Alrighty. Well, we have created some job opportunities here on Byzantium. You're welcome! Let's go ahead and get out of here. They're nice enough to let us land and take off every single time we kill some of the citizenry. So, I guess now we'll head to the Groundbreaker, since that seemed to be the easier of the two. The lady's just kind of hanging out in a maintenance duct. There you go.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
Ooh.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
On my terminal, you say?
May luck be with you.
Felix, take it from me. Don't close to anyone. They'll just let you down.
Messages for Wretch. From Error, origin not found. What a handsome vessel you have, little weasel. The Unreliable, registered to one Alex Hawthorne. But that's not you, is it? You stole it from him, just as you intend to steal Gorgon from me. Perhaps I should steal something dear from you in exchange. Your ship, your crew, your life. Fair is fair, after all. Hack 60, scan proximate relay buoy. Charybdis cluster B0010-14. Oh, we don't have Hack 95. Man.
Captain, please be informed that a Canid has followed you onto the ship. He is quite harmless and falls within acceptable margins of adorability.
Ah! Oh, it's Anubis! This is the one that we asked, Aw. Because we said he needed better food. Hey, buddy. We can pet the Canid. 10 out of 10. Man, and Kath's not here for this. I got a buddy. You know, what a weird fluffy boy. Weird fluffy boy is best fluffy boy. Okay. Well. Auxiliary maintenance bay. Nope. So chances are there's probably some...
The Groundbreaker auxiliary base.
I would assume probably some technological tomfoolery here, so... You know what? I'm taking Sam and Nyoka for this. Now, there could be more than robots. There could be some local wildlife. Guess we'll have to see. So we're considered stealing from this. Let's go ahead and take this nice and quiet. Looks like we had some baddies to fight through. Gardener Lookout.
Objects in proximity are determined to be heavily soiled. Preparing to deep scrub the dirt out.
Thank you, Sam.
Hey you, over here. Let's chat.
Yeah, what's going on with you all?
Whoa, 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 it's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
Well, hang on. What were you starting to say back there?
Nothing. Never mind.
Does Rizzo's know you're trying to butcher their slogan?
What, you gonna report me? I don't work for them no more. I'm with the gardeners now. All of us kept the peace for the corpse once, but we got tired of being used.
The gardeners.
Yeah, we're the gardeners. We keep order back here on these dangerous streets. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Does Junlei know you down here?
We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract. Miss Junlei can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first.
Well, come on. Surely we can come to terms before this gets messy.
This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid and we get fresh greens every week. My gums never looked healthier.
Still, she won't be too happy if you cost her thousands in life insurance payouts, which I assure you is probably going to happen.
What?
Well, she's got to dot this I. Very embarrassing. I'm sure she'll want to fix that.
Shit. Insurance, you said? Fine, I guess. Look, we won't give you trouble, but I can't say the same about Blakesley. She's got some crazy setup in there, so if you get shot, don't come complaining to me. This one's clear, guys.
Nice work, Cap.
Thank you, Nyoka. I'm going to take some time to, These official termination papers, stamped from the Spacer's Choice logo, state that Quadira Smythe has been terminated for limping on duty.
Some days, it's like I don't know what to do with myself.
Come on, this is great. We don't have to beat up miscreants for them anymore. We can beat up miscreants for ourselves.
Yeah. It's the little things. Retro rockets. Rum and something. Okay, let's just take the booze. Good place. Good place. Matt Spratt. Hey. Where are you going, Matt Spratt? Okay.
shoot or what?
You'll see how a Spacer's Choice cadet takes care of, I think it's jammed.
Wow. Impressive.
I like how they have whackers, sprouts, thumpers. Stingers.
Wonder how the old squad's doing.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, what does a leaf blower look like? What about a gardener hoe? Just asking. Suzanne. Aww.
What are you looking at?
Just looking at your fine pet there. Vandalized defensive armor. I wonder, is that an actual, like, armor type that we can... Okay. I am going to go ahead and save my game real quick, because I am going to try some burglary. All right. So 84 compared to 77. That's heavy armor though. I like wearing medium. Probably looks pretty cool though. Might want to put this on someone. Oh god, no.
This must be a step up from force factories, huh? Doesn't look like either of us are sitting pretty in Byzantium, big shot.
Come on, you two. We're all gardeners here.
I really like their armor. It's all graffitied. Here is your weekly shipment. Please note the additional allotment of protein cakes. Can I convince you and your colleagues to fill out a brief questionnaire regarding your eating patterns? In the meantime, do try to cut down on all the sugary drinks. To the local idiots. Oh wait.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clear. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the auto mechanicals can explain.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Don't be that guy. I don't want to have to shoot your security. I do need this vending machine though. Sell. Good there. That derby though. We're gonna sell the fedora and the derby. Don't care. I am going to keep that vandalized stuff, just because that interests me greatly. Trip to Stout. Purple berry juice. Doesn't seem alcoholic to me. Sisty Bits, all tuna fillets, pep pills. Okay. Now we got our priorities in the right place. We need to go ahead and throw these in the ship. When we have time, actually. And it, whoa, pretty. Okay, I was like, all the biomechanicals seem to be broken. I spoke too soon. These ones seem to have not lived a very good life. Eh.
On the job.
Sorry, buddies. Ooh. What is that sound? Oh God. Hi there, big guy. How are you?
Observation log, date, who knows. Subject number, well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. The second your molt comes in, pal.
What does this button do? I don't want to hurt Percy. What do you guys think? Should we press the button? I like to think that this just feeds Percy.
Gotta admit, for a foul, ugly little monster, it's kind of cute.
What do we do? Did we just feed it? I guess we did. Yay! Happy, pleasing, wholesome things. The hell is that? Ooh, hello there, elevator. Okay, we will check you here in a sec. Okay, this area definitely well protected. Okay, this could be a problem because I don't know... Oh. Initiate watering cycle. Please confirm activation. Warning, remove all electrical devices from the vicinity before proceeding. User is liable for any assuring damage to equipment or personnel. Watering cycle initiated. Thank you for using error for your botanical needs. 949 entries, 43 entries found. Please select the inquiry you'd like to access. Entry 1. Memory allocations exceeded. Archive data expunged. Retrieving recent entries. Multiple entries found. Catastrophic memory error. Data expunged. 943. Note that entries 734 to 942 have all been mislabeled as 733 due to human error, resulting in loss of all L key. He is stuck. Damn this machine. Alright, so we just killed everything down there. No! Let me in! It was a mistake to bring you two. And that's barred. Okay, so I guess we just take the elevator. Elevator go down the hall. Oh yeah, that saved us a significant firefight. I'm glad that that water isn't affecting Sam in any way. Hold on. There should be a door that's barred that we can unbar.
The hell's that noise?
There we go. Sam. Howdy.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Mr. Home Invasion?
That's a fine security team you've got outside, Dr. Blakesley.
Hey, a lot of money went into corralling that pack of trigger-happy washouts. Not exactly the deepest hiring pool out here.
Well, I'm here investigating the Adrenatime project. Word is you were part of it.
Oh, sure. A real gathering of bright minds. Gorgon. I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
Well, I tracked down Clarence Mosley, and that got me onto your trail.
That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard?
He's in show canids now. Sort of.
He'll be on to the next hobby in a week.
Clearance lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right?
Well, first things first. Are you the one sending me those threats?
Why? Are you worth threatening? I don't have the slightest idea who you are. This some sort of shakedown? Have you been hanging out with the gardeners or something?
Someone's trying to stop my investigation.
Let me guess. The facilities are locked down? You're just opening doors, trying to send the override? Lucky me. Right then. HIA. The Gorgon project gave us Adrena time in the end, but that's just the Bo Spacer's choice stuck on the whole mess. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas. Samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
So what was your part in all of this?
Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy.
So any complicated people you know who might have an interest in trying to stop me?
Plenty. Not to mention Spacer's Choice put in the legwork to make Gorgon habitable. Probably crawling with scavengers.
So what exactly was Spacer's Choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So, Spacer's Choice knew about these effects from the beginning.
Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-Adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony.
So what happened exactly? Why'd the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. Wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
Do you know who was behind it?
Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now. Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena time out the door. And I came here.
But why'd you hide away on the Groundbreaker of all places?
I could have gone back to Byzantium, found a position somewhere else. Even started up something new, like Mostly. But I couldn't stop thinking about. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
I'm just trying to spice up Chapter 3.
Haven't had any new jokes to laugh at in a while. At least the wildlife won't give you any trouble. What do you get out of headbutting murderous automechanicals for your captain here?
I've been helping folks out of scrapes for as long as I can remember. And the captain's one of the rare few that returns the favor.
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
You hacked into the Spacer's Choice database?
Please. I just messaged people with fake demands for their passwords. That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past a simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's. That'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you.
Any advice? You must have known the facility pretty well.
Come on, I've left it behind me.
You know, I bet folks on the Groundbreaker would just love to meet Marion Blakesley, famed florist.
You wouldn't.
Well, do you want posies on your fake business cards or something else?
Damn it. Fine. Fine, here, I remember one of my access codes. Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner. Go test that persistence of yours out on Gorgon.
Well, I'll go ahead and leave you be, Dr. Blakesley. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
Oh, I'm afraid there aren't any more to deal with, but...
Sure, take it. Just drowning and dining options down here.
Thank you. Ooh. Sketchy low pressure suits. Alright, nothing really to write home about other than that locked door. So let's go ahead and travel out of here. She's going to be very upset when she realizes that all of her robots have been disabled. Howdy, folks. So what is it to... I guess it's locksmithing to open the door? Yeah. I suppose so. And then we'll go find our other missing person and see what happens. Parvati and Felix are turning into our dream team when it comes to unconventional entryways. Karn founded alliance. I'm just delighted that we have a new pupper. That's been the highlight of the stream so far. I was wondering if we were ever going to get a pet, and sure enough. I was so expecting them to start shooting again.
Wow, you got that?
Yeah, he is a cute little pup. Is this just drop us down? Oh. Well, boo. That was a waste of time. Womp womp. Hey, it's better knowing than not knowing, I feel. So... I also don't really feel compelled to kill her just because she's doing a lot of things with growing. And remember, at the end of the main game, you need those kind of allies because they're actually going to help the colony, you know, get reestablished and actually be able to grow stuff that is actually viable to eat. So we kind of have to, you know, got to pick our battles. But we did get Nyoka and Sam out there for a little bit of action. So where's that other location at? I'm going to fix the place up first and then promote him to fertilizer. Jasper Law's last recorded place of employment is at the Anti-Cleos facility orbiting in the atmosphere of the gas giant Olympus. Oh man. Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station.
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
Where'd they come from, Ada?
I am incapable of deducing their point of departure. However, I detect a tracking device on board their ship. They must have been pursuing us across the system. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
You know, you're not supposed to be pleased to tell me we're being boarded, Ada.
I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
So our airlock has a death trap installed. Ada, you need to tell me these things, you know?
I understand. Allow me to rectify my oversight. Captain, please be informed that our airlock has a death trap installed. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
Well, let them know I'm flattered, but I wish they had bought me some dinner first.
That is unlikely. Judging by the state of the invading ship and the competence of the boarding party, I deduce they are incapable of paying for dinner. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
You can get us out of here? How?
Yes, Captain. I am capable of deploying the Unreliable's articulated thrusters to dislodge their ship from our own. This is a temporary solution, however. A permanent solution may require your personal intervention.
You know what? I'll go deal with them myself, Ada. Thank you.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiating warm welcome protocol. Please maintain a responsible distance. Warm welcome protocol successfully deployed. Have a safe boarding, Captain.
Thank you, Ada. Who should we have? Let's go with the classic. No, we got to take them back to Gorgon. Let's go for Max because he's good at cleanup. And Ellie. Hopefully we'll have a lot of corpses to loot. That's the hope, at least. What do you guys think? Freelancers, pirates, just a hired brute squad? Ooh.
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Do. Potential friends. Coach Steely's credentials. So they're tossball players that have turned to a life of...
How many times do I have to tell you people, don't stand so close to the speaker? I can hear you breathing.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. We'll be talking face to face here real soon.
Unsportsmanlike and disrespectful. My freebooters could learn a thing or two from you. I'll admit, this attack hasn't gone strictly according to plan. But as we like to say in the league, no strategy survives contact with the opponent. Let's call this round a draw. You head back to your end of the field, I'll regroup my team, and we'll see where things take us in the second half. What do you say?
Hold on for a second. You think we're playing tossball?
Of course we're playing tossball. We're the freebooters. Tossball is what we do. Tossball and piracy. Here's the problem. I can't let you live, but as long as you're on my ship, you've got the advantage over us. So, we're at an impasse.
Well, don't you worry about that, because I'm about to break your impasse for you.
Yeah? And how exactly are you gonna do that?
I haven't decided. I figure I could use you as target practice until an idea hits me, but... Sam, how fast can you melt human tissue down into a puddle of ooze?
Query. How fast can SAM units melt human tissue? Answer. 6.02 seconds, customer.
All right, easy there, psychopath. Why don't we talk this over? Coach to coach. Come speak to me in my office, up through the cargo hold.
The coach is ready to see you. Head upstairs.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and check out the rest of this place before we do anything else, though. Tame canids. I'm just looking for rare weapons at this point. Maybe a little bit of lore on these guys. So they're a tossball team, probably down on their luck, having to resort to piracy to make ends meet. Times are tough, apparently. Heavy ammo, coolant tank, actuator. Galley keycard? This is the galley. Uh-huh. This is an interesting... Ow. Interesting ship. And this is where we would have come up from. Definitely some good loot here, but I don't know if it's... I mean, we could quite easily kill everyone. That's doable if negotiations break down. Crew keycard. Uh-huh. So what is... standard troop helmet? And we got a workbench right there if we care to use said thing. Okay, there's a ladder right there that takes us up.
Captain Hawthorne, I'm ready to talk when you are.
Uh-huh. Oh.
All right, easy now. Let's just keep our weapons holstered like civilized people. I'll drop the tossball act and we can have ourselves a conversation like reasonable people. Long as you promise not to bloody up my floor. Deal?
So somebody hired you to cross me off. I want you to break your contract, Coach.
You know I can't just back out of a job. I've got a reputation to think about.
Well, it happens to be that I'm on a job too. Groundbreakers hired me to recruit for their new team.
You're a recruiter? Good law, why didn't you lead with that? If you're willing to recommend me to Groundbreaker, I'm willing to forget I ever had a contract on you. What do you say?
Well, I would say that you owe me a finder's fee with interest.
Right, of course. Finder's fee. League regulations and all. Let me just see what I got in my pockets. I appreciate you putting in a good word for me. You don't know how long I've been wanting to play professional tossball again. I'll keep my ship clear of yours. You and I will never cross orbits again.
You better hold to that there, Coach.
I got no reason to come after you. Use my credentials to get inside the cockpit and take our tracking device. Our astrogation terminal was tracking your ship. Don't ask me how. Never had much luck with computing devices myself.
And what are you going to tell your employer?
The truth. We never caught up to the Unreliable. You vanished somewhere into the void. Astrogator never picked up your location again.
Fair enough, Coach. Bit cartridge. Oh, the secret snack chamber.
I can take a hint.
There's nothing in the bin. No loose ends. Well, this seems like Junlei's problem, not mine. Messages. From Error. Your target is the Unreliable, a small, inconsequential ship with no significant defenses. Freelancer owned and operated, captained by a 2-bit smuggler who goes by Alex Hawthorne. Intercept the Unreliable. Eliminate Hawthorne and any crew in your way. I've sent you in advance, along with a tracking device for your astrogator. From the Firefly Company Storage and Transport, to whom it may concern, to the Freebooters team coach and or his/her replacement. The Firefly Company is currently experiencing an exciting period of growth and change. We're happy to announce that 3 different companies, including but not limited to Spacer's Choice, are currently in the process of negotiating for ownership of Firefly Company's properties. As part of these negotiations, Firefly Company has agreed to dissolve its Freebooters Tossball property, so as not to challenge, compete with, undermine, or in any way disrespect the Tossball teams owned and deployed by any company interested in acquiring us. We are pleased to inform you that the Firefly Company has formally renounced its ownership of the Freebooters Tossball brand and all related properties. Furthermore, please be informed that all Tossball-related positions, including but not limited to players, coaches, maintenance, automechanical units, and laborers, are now formally dissolved. Please be reminded that your lifetime indenturement contracts have not been dissolved. Your labor and services remain the sole property of Firefly Company into perpetuity. Please be reminded that offering your services to a competitor is strictly contrary to colony law and may be punishable with arrest, imprisonment, mandatory re-education, and/or a surprise audit. Furthermore, any independent contract work, also known as freelancing, is strictly contrary to the terms of your lifetime indenturement contract. Your positions have been discontinued as of the receipt of this message. Well, now I don't feel I don't feel bad about letting them live. They got handed a bad hand. Notices on following instructions. Team, there's a time for improvisation and a time for following instructions. Understanding the difference is more an art than a science. If you find yourself thinking up a creative solution to a problem, ask yourself, what are some of the consequences of my solution? Am I behaving in a way consistent with the values of the freebooters? Let me give you a practical example. Say I ask one of you to repair the piping in my lavatory. I understand we've got a bit of a parts shortage here in Halcyon, so you might try to improvise, using a plasma rifle instead of a welding torch, for example, or tossball sticks instead of chisels. These are all terrible ideas. Why, you ask? Well, if you think about it, the answer will be as obvious as the hole in my lavatory wall. Don't be sorry. Be better. Coach. Team. Practice is important. The best tossball players devote every waking moment to the study of their craft. Scripture tells us our lives are defined by our role in society. Our role is to play tossball. We're never off the field because we never stop being tossball players. Some of you took this advice to heart. You're practicing your pitch and your swing in the commons. I don't have to remind you all of the incident involving a tossball in my entire case of Spectrum Red. Now, I understand you're all eager to play. We haven't had a lot of matches since corporate scupped the team. But the day I had to pry a tossball out of a shattered terminal. That terminal could have been our astrogator. And then I would have had to space the party responsible in accordance with team regulations. Please don't force me into a position where I have to discipline you. I expect you all to behave in a manner consistent with freebooter values, which includes only destroying equipment while on board an enemy's ship. Coach. Whoa. Okay, my lights just flickered, so I don't know if I'm still online. I hope I am. Okay, hack 40, delete message. Accessing. Notice of discontinuation. From the Firefly Company Office of Clerical Oversight to the designated captain of this vessel. Dear Sir and/or Madam, this is an automated message. Please be informed that the following services, amenities, and products provided by the Firefly Company have been discontinued and/or decommissioned. The Firefly Freebooters Tossball team and all properties related therein, and all Firefly Company storage and transport ships in development or currently spaceworthy, and all maintenance and repair services provided by Firefly Company vehicles, and all rations, medical rights, company uniforms, and designated domiciles belonging to Firefly Company. Please be informed that captaining a discontinued ship is strictly contrary to regulation and may be punishable with any and all of the following: punitive fees, mandatory re-education, imprisonment. Firefly Company will not provide relocation or employment assistance for any discontinued workers. Yeah, don't feel bad sparing them now.
I'll keep my ship clear of yours. You and I will never cross orbits again.
Alright. Sounds good to me. I do kind of want to break into your housing, I'm not going to lie, but it's okay. I already kind of, well, made up for it. Ooh. Okay. Notice, this vessel has been decommissioned by the Firefly Company. Please select an option. Tracking device. Active, signal source the Unreliable, signal position docked, register company none/unlicensed. Please select an option. Remove tracking device. Ejecting tracking component. Return to route. Inventory and logs. This vessel has been decommissioned by the Firefly Company. This navigational terminal no longer maintains inventory and delivery logs following date of obsolescence or that word. Please select an option. Open last entry. Accepted cargo, Firefly energy cells, Firefly freebooters tossball team. Cargo vendor no longer exists. Outpost no longer recognized. Cargo discontinued. Vessel decommissioned. Crazy. Alright. Has everyone been sufficiently looted? Take the coolant tank. Alright, I think that's it. God's mercy on you, swine. I do like those little dialogue options when you can ask your crew to answer instead of having to roll your stats. I enjoy that. Sam did more intimidation than I could. I would much rather get shot and killed than 6 seconds of basically breaking down to my base proteins due to acid. Okay. Boom. Now, I didn't botch anything, did I? Nope. And return to Ada.
I thought we were safe in the Aether. Oh, well, I'm gonna have nightmares about this for weeks.
You're fine.
I must say that there's been nary a dull moment since signing on with this crew.
I've been on the other side of a boarding dock enough to recognize amateurs.
Assholes interrupted my beauty sleep.
Got my head in the game, boss. Maybe we can talk when we're done here?
Invading foreign threats detected. Deploying lethal measures.
Ooh,
Targets,
on a ship
bacteria,
my stomach's
viruses,
turning.
and human
Thank the
scum.
void for alcohol.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart?
Let's go ahead and get going, Ada.
Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
Ooh, pretty. So there's an orbiting station. Somewhere out here. Buddy! Who's a good Anubis? Okay. Oh! While I remember. Do I have a locker or a fridge? Ah, we have a fridge. Okay. We are transferring all of the booze. And trip to stout. Alright. Keeping the crew supplied. With plenty of spirits. Now let us head to the orbital pharmaceutical station. I assume for the purposes here, maybe it would be good to go with Parvati and Vicar. Because I have a feeling we're probably going to be hacking some computers. I like this one too. I should just go on. I know they have the posters for this. I should get maybe like 3 or 4, depending on how much they cost. Okay. Oh, this is a good sign.
What happened to these poor folks? It can't be the storm that did this.
No. Something far more sinister. Electrician's gear. Oh, cool. We got something. We got another special gear. I didn't notice that before. Okay, you can see this right there. This right here.
Impressive, as always.
Welcome, K Marine. As per my required duties, I'm keeping a visitor's log. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, no visitors. Day 61. Sometimes we experience long power outages. Sitting in the dark, listening to the storm beat at the walls, I've got a lot of time to think. It begs to be let in. Well, I would pay to be let out. 108. No visitors. 109. Still no visitors. Day 115. Why are there a bunch of tailless sprats running about? This facility don't have a sprat catcher on the roster. Maybe I should file a request with acquisitions for one. Teacup canids are famed for their ability to hunt sprats after all, and for keeping people company. 16, no visitors. 117, no visitors. Can't finish my game of solitaire. Someone stole a handful of cards from the deck. 118, desk unmanned. Unsuccessfully hunted for the missing cards. Day 157, canid request was denied. 158, we've run out of caffeinoid. Our first restocking shipment isn't set to arrive until the new fiscal year. I guess that delivery will mark the facility's first visitors. Now, there's something to look forward to. 159, did some digging in the system records. It turns out our supplies are set to be delivered by, get this, a crew of auto mechanicals. Day 182, thought I heard knocking on the front door, but it turns out to be just some thunder. Always thunder. Funny how it can sound like so many things. A boom, a crack, a snap, knocking, laughing, screams. Day 77. I started venturing outside. At first I worried something fierce about all the lightning strikes. Sometimes the electromechanical turbine goes on the fritz without warning, but I'm out of cards and out of caffeinoid and there's not much else to do. Day 301. Turns out I no longer need to feel safe. What I need is to feel alive. Outside the wind howls like a raging god and the rain stabs into my throat like 1,000 tiny frozen needles. And in that pain, well, I feel so very alive. Day 322. My many and varied attempts to trigger an on-site inspection from the Special Committee for Auditing and Management have failed. Day 353. Sometimes when I look over the ledge, I think about what it would feel like, How easy it'd be to simply tip forward, to plummet while all those clouds kissing my face, to fall away from the storm, to smile, and then break. Cabin fever. Severe cabin.
Get together, Kelly.
Beg your pardon?
Auntie's going to take care of you. It'll be okay.
Well, this might be the person we need to talk to. And we can actually pick this if we wanted to. But first, let's see.
Keep it together, Kelly. Just breathe, Kelly. Everything's gonna be all right.
Repeatedly buzz the intercom button. Determination.
Ah! Stop making that noise. They'll hear you. Who's out there?
Look, I'm the captain of my own ship. You open up, I'll get you away from Olympus.
Really? I would be indebted to you for life. But how do I know I can believe you?
I have a very trustworthy face.
I'll have to come out to assess it myself. Hold on. I'm opening the door.
Oh, there's our receptionist. She did not go off the edge. Doom. Thank you for keeping all this stuff for us. Most helpful.
Let me just catch my breath. I swear, my heart's trying to punch its way out of my chest. Law, I'm so lucky you came along. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here?
Well, wait, first things first, who are you?
I'm Kelly Marine, the receptionist. And before you ask, I wasn't manning the visitor's desk when the mechanicals went haywire, 'cause no one comes here. Not ever. Not since all us station workers were dropped off at the start of the project a year ago.
How do you get your supplies then? Don't you need to switch out personnel?
Project's on a yearly rotation cycle. Once a year, Auntie Cleo reviews our work and decides if we get more rations, personnel, deadlines, that sort of thing. At first, I thought it was an honor, getting assigned to a lab up in the ether high above Olympus. But I didn't know what it'd be like, day in and day out.
How'd you not lose your mind?
I ask myself that question a lot, and then I realize I'm talking to myself. Cabin fever sets in at about 90 days. Auntie Cleo's official term is contagious irritable claustrophobia, and it ain't covered by the company's medical policy.
Nothing to do about it?
Nothing good if the last year's taught me anything. Isolation like this is supposed to strengthen bonds between workers, isn't it? All I ended up as was the butt of a bunch of jokes. But enough about me. I never did ask why you were here.
I'm looking for Dr. Jasper Lowe.
If I had to guess, you'd probably find his body either in his office or the labs. Or heck, he could have been on the toilet. I don't know. No bones about it, he was the smartest of us all. Maybe he evaded the automechs, too.
Anything else you can tell me before I go?
Like what?
What's the purpose of this facility? What exactly were y'all making?
I'm not making anything. The research team, they were brewing up some improvement to Auntie Cleo's anthracillin. Science stuff isn't really my area, though, so I don't know more than that.
And why exactly is everyone dead?
Pink slip protocol.
So the company decided to terminate the team? Why?
How should I know? I just monitor the front desk. Well, except for the last couple of days when I've been hiding out in here. If you work at Oops, you're doing research and development. If we're not researching or developing fast enough, the protocol's there to put the fear in us. Somebody messed up. When one of us makes a mistake, the whole facility pays for it. I know it sounds harsh, but it was in our contracts and everything.
Jeez. Wait, hold on. This place is called Oops?
Yep. Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. Auntie Cleo's naming and branding department's the best in Halcyon.
So, what did you mean about taking a walk off a turbine platform?
Just a feeling I got. Every day was the same as every other day. I felt like I was stuck in a circle, you know? Started imagining what it'd be like to break that circle. Station goes in a circle around the planet, so what if I just dropped off the edge? But after what I've seen, after what happened, I don't want that anymore. I want to live.
Well, I got a ship. Can you lift out of here?
Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Well, go on ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Thanks, guess. Oh, I had skills. Oops. We're getting closer and closer. Some good stuff here. So what did we get? What does that look like? Clothing. Bonus to extra headshot, weak spot damage, plus 25. Holy crap. Okay. Kath will probably kill me for this, but we got to get rid of the cowboy hat. That is just too good. Holy crap. So someone else got to wear the cowboy hat in our stead. Parvati is going to wear the cowboy hat for right now. It kind of matches the armor just a little bit. It'll do for right now.
Nice.
I think we're just going to be able to get a whole bunch of nonsense here. Mark III riot gear. Ooh. Hello there, little buddy. You think? Well, she does normally wear her hair up, doesn't she? So, yeah, why not? Why not? Pancakes! I love pancakes. I don't know about you guys.
I'll keep quiet.
And there's the auto mechanicals and a ton of blood, huh? Okay, and a path down. Oh, see, the Sprats are already heading to the airlock. They're just like, get on out. And what about this up here?
This thing's orbit is stable, right? Ada checked before we docked? Captain?
Well, I don't know if Ada takes our equilibrium into account there, Parvati. I'm sure she wouldn't do anything without anything that wasn't in our best interest. Okay, that's a huge area. And then we just have that door that's just flat out going to head out into that area. Cool. Well, all right, guys. Well, we are here at the at Oops, and we've got a lot of area to check out. Apparently, let's go ahead and look. Can we see the laboratory in its fullest? We got a little bit to go through, but probably a lot of auto mechanicals to shoot our way through. So I think this is a good place to go ahead and end the stream, and we will pick it up going through the rest of Oops at the beginning of the next one. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's fun. I liked tracking down. I liked the toss ball pirates. That was unexpected. And yeah, good times. If you guys haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, random times in between. And if you are watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the incredible Extra Life charity. So check both those out if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.